Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a good one for you. Today we're talking September. What about September? Well, September, when one day it feels like fish just left town without even leaving a goodbye note. One day the lake's hopping, next day your 5-inch swim bait is as good as a sunken log. A bit late, one day I was out fishing and I was watching a guy throw like a size 120 whopper plopper, about 6 foot of water, and I have no interest, no blow-ups, no follows, nothing. A little while later I come in and I throw a lure about the size of a paper clip, and all of a sudden I'm just whacking them. These tiny lures are straight up a cheat code for the month of September. And why is that? Because guys, in June, when all these bait fish hatched, they're only about 2 inches right now. That's what the bass are focused mainly on right now, is the little 2-inch bait fish. And they're feeding up on this because they know the cold's coming. So they're trying to put on some weight for the winter. Okay guys, well, hang in there, hang tight. I got 5 micro lures and 5 ways to turn the toughest month into bent rods, sore thumbs. Alright guys, so let's start out with the first one. And the first one is none other than a micro jerkbait. The equipment you want to use is an 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon. You're going to want to use a medium light action rod because you're throwing tiny lures. And as soon as I get the lures untangled, we'll show them to you. Something like the Strike King Bitsy jerkbait, the bluegill color or sexy shad. Another one that's real good is the Berkeley, what is it, not the flicker shad, but the, I can't think of it right now. I'll write that in the video here, I'll get you the bait, but in like a rainbow trout color or some shad color. Guys, the technique is pretty simple. You're going to cast out, you're going to want to twitch, pause. Twitch, pause. You're going to want to fish this around docks with a drop off, or points that also have drop offs on them. You're going to cast parallel and then kill it for about 3 seconds, then twitch. That's sharp, twitch, and then you go twitch, real sharp, and then you stop. Drives these bass nuts this time of the year, and they're just going to come unwound for it. Okay guys, the next lure we're going to talk about, square bill crankbait. Okay, I got a few of those for you. First we're going to tell you, we want to run this on medium light crank stick, 12 pound mono, and how you, square bill 1.0. So about roughly 3 foot of depth. Okay guys, a couple of them that I got for you. Strike King 1.0 and the sexy shad. I can't remember what this one's called, some kind of minnow color, I can't remember the name. Another good one would be your Mega Bass Griffin if you have it. And like a shad or gill color. Okay guys, technique for this. See behind me the riprap bank. You're going to run these crankbaits down a rock seam, bouncing it off the rocks and debris down there like a ping pong ball bouncing. Then every once in a while, when you hit something, you want to just stop it, and that crankbait's just going to back up. So that bass is tracking it and following it. It's going crazy, it's hunting. All of a sudden it smacks something and bounces back at him, causes a reaction strike. Okay guys, next thing you want to do, if they're not hitting natural colors, always keep a bolder color, like say this crawl. Can't remember if this is Alabama crawl or something. Or even this crawl here would work well. Or a lot of the pros' favorites, including mine, chartreuse black back. They say, well, John, you said they're feeding on bait fish. We want to match the hatch. Yes. But sometimes you're in amongst all that bait and you need something that separates you from all that bait. By going with a bolder color, now you're the one bait fish out there that don't look like the hundreds of others. And now the bass is focused on you. Okay, guys, moving right along. This next lure might seem a little laughable until a 4-pounder detonates on it. And that is the Hedon Zara Spook Puppy. Okay. Where are you going to use this? Well, slick calm pockets at dawn. If you see bait dimpling on the surface, like bait balls coming up, sucking out the surface of the water, great time to sneak down, get as close to them as you can and cast in with them. Cloudy evenings work well, but when that sun is high in the sky, you want to go back to the jerk bait or go into shady areas. Guys, technique's pretty simple. Cast out, let the ripples completely dissipate, then twitch, 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 let the ripples dissipate. Twitch, twitch, let the ripples dissipate. What you're doing is you're acting as an injured bait fish, and it's going to cause a reaction strike. Okay, guys, I'm moving right along. Micro lure number 4, and that is none other than your shaky head. 1/16 ounce up to maybe a 1/4 ounce. You're going to want to throw this around chunk rock, dock post, hard structure, even maybe around laydowns. When the bite gets tough and the sun's high in the sky, you want to drop down and show them the shaky head with a 4-inch RoboWorm. Basically what you're doing, I've got some colors here for you. This one being the hologram shad, excellent color. Another one to note is the baby bluegill. Morning darn with chartreuse tail. And a lot of people's favorites, 4.5 and the margarita mutilator too. Okay, technique's simple, guys. Cast it out. Start crawling it back with the rod at 10 o'clock. Okay. Rod sitting at about 10 o'clock there. And just crawling it back. What happens is that worm's head's down at the bottom there, and that tail's just standing up waving. Kind of gives it a look of like a injured leech. Okay. What you want to do if you have a sensitive rod, if it feels like something sneezed on your line, don't set the hook. Just reel down until you feel the weight and then lean into it. Guys, if you have not such a sensitive rod, tip I'll give you is to watch your line. When you see it twitch or something, just keep working that bait back to you, just dragging it back to you until you feel that weight and you start to see that rod load up, and then again, lean into it, let that fish pulling against you send that needle hook up through his lips. Okay, guys, just a quick favor. These top 5 micro lures are helping you. Smash that thumbs up button and quit getting skunked in the month of September. It's a great month to catch not only plenty of fish, but some big fish. Guys, and if you have any other baits you want to share, I'm always in the market to hear about them. You can leave them down in the comments below. Okay, guys, finally, but not least, the hero of September is a 2-inch paddle tail swim bait. Okay, running on a 1/8 ounce darter head or your favorite swim jig head, guppy head. I like to use an underspin this time of the year, again separating myself from the thousands of other bait fish out there, or Yokashira screw head by Megabass. Guys, I'm going to have that, I'm going to cast it out, let it sink halfways, and I'm going to slow roll it. Just enough to feel the vibration of either the blade or that paddle tail. Okay? When this works best is in the evening, when the bass have the bait pushed up against riprap bank, seawalls, backs of coves. Places to look for this kind of activity would be, coves that have a little inlet stream, feeding fresh water into the lake. Bait fish seem to like that. yeah, like I said, you just want to reel it slow enough to feel that pulse. You're going to want to run a 10-pound fluorocarbon, or 10-pound braid to 10-pound fluorocarbon to a 3-foot leader fluorocarbon leader. This will save the day when the fish wants sushi and not steak. Guys, I use medium light action rod, 7-foot rod for this technique, 2500 series reel. Some of the baits that I like to use is your 2.5 Mayer. If you have, here we are. If you're fishing a bluegill enriched lake, no shad, excellent mimicker. If you're fishing around shad, you can go with like the electric shad Mayer. If there's a mix, you can have both. You know, this being the perch color, that's the electric shad. But some of the other baits that are worth mentioning is your Kitex, your little 3-inch Kitex. This guy is sungill. Another one of my favorite colors is sight flash, mimic the shad. Another one I brought out for you is electric shad. Guys, like I said, this time of the year, they're feeding heavily on bait fish before the winter hits, and using these small baits will add you up to numbers, and all 5 of these baits will fit in a coffee mug, and I'll fish a tackle shop full of Magnum lures. Start with the jerk bait at dawn, swap to the square bill when the wind picks up, and walk a puppy in those calm pockets. Okay. Then, through the midday lull, use your shaky head. When the sun kisses the trees, try to quiet fish where the bait flashes next to somebody. Try fishing a swim bait. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to read my notes and I got it all screwed up. When the sun starts to kiss the trees, switch over to a swim bait. You know, and slow roll that through. You'll be surprised how many fish you will catch. And the next time somebody gripes that September's cursed, hand them a micro jerk bait. Watch the rods double down and lines get tight. Guys, keep your hooks sharp, and we'll see you on the bait next time. Guys, can't stress enough, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps this channel out tremendously and brings more content like this to you and other folks that would enjoy it. And like always, if there's something you want to add, or you just want to thank me for the tips, please don't hesitate. I love hearing from you guys. I love talking, fishing with you guys. Leave it in the comments below. Till next time, guys, we'll see you on the next one.